JINWO Vs Sukuna. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cinematic anime breakdowns and battle analyses like this. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep making videos like this consistently. Two kings, two monsters, two characters who walk into a battlefield alone and walk out leaving nothing alive. One commands an army that can cover continents. The other doesn't need an army at all. Today we're breaking down JINWO, the Shadow Monarch, versus JINWO Vs Sukuna, the King of Curses. Not just who looks cooler, not just hype, but pure ability analysis, feats, scaling, and what actually happens if these two ever collide. Small details decide everything. Let's start with JINWO. At the beginning of solo leveling, he was the weakest hunter alive. The guy who almost died to low-tier goblins. But once the system chose him, everything changed. Unlike normal fighters who train for strength, JINWO literally levels up like a game character. Every fight makes him stronger. Every kill increases his stats. Strength, speed, stamina, perception, all rising endlessly with no visible cap. And by the time he becomes the Shadow Monarch, he's not just strong. He's a walking army. His physical feats alone are insane. He blitzes S-class hunters who already move faster than bullets. He reacts to magic beams, teleportation attacks, and monsters that level cities casually. Later, he fights monarchs, beings stated to be threats to humanity itself, and completely overwhelms them. We're talking about characters who can wipe out nations, and JINWO treats them like bosses in a game. His speed scales into hypersonic to massively hypersonic ranges at minimum, with reactions so sharp that time almost feels frozen around him. But raw stats aren't even the scary part. The terrifying part is his shadows. Every enemy he kills can be resurrected as a loyal soldier. Not illusions, not weak copies, full power versions. Generals like Igris, Baru, Tusk, Iron, each one strong enough to solo high-tier threats by themselves. By the end of the series, JINWO commands tens of thousands of immortal soldiers. If you kill them, they just regenerate. If you overwhelm them, more keep coming. It's basically an endless undead army that never tires. And then there's Shadow Exchange. Instant teleportation by swapping places with any shadow anywhere on the battlefield. Meaning you can't trap him. You can't corner him. You can't even predict where he'll appear next. 1 second he's miles away. Next second he's already behind you with a blade through your chest. Now compare that to Sukuna. Sukuna isn't an army. Sukuna is a natural disaster. From the moment he appears, the entire tone of Jujutsu Kaisen changes. Characters stop fighting. They start praying. Because Sukuna doesn't struggle. He dominates. Even at 15 fingers, he was casually destroying city blocks like they were paper. In Shibuya, a single domain expansion erased everything in a 200-meter radius. Not attacked. Erased. Malevolent Shrine doesn't trap you inside like normal domains. It manifests directly into reality, meaning there's no barrier, no escape, no safe zone. Everything inside gets sliced automatically by cleave and dismantle. And those slashes aren't normal cuts. They adjust to durability. If you're tougher, it cuts harder. If you're weaker, you're already dead. It's basically an auto-kill field. Then you add his fire techniques that burn entire city districts. Reverse curse technique giving him instant regeneration. Ridiculous combat IQ. And the fact that he outplayed Gojo, the strongest sorcerer alive. Let that sink in. Gojo, the guy with infinity, near untouchable defenses, and limitless cursed energy. Lost. Because Sukuna doesn't just overpower opponents. He adapts mid-fight. Using Mahoraga's adaptation ability, he literally learned how to bypass infinity itself. He studied it, solved it, then cut through space. Not Gojo. Space. That level of attack potency is insane. That means Sukuna's slashes aren't just physical. They target reality itself. So now the real question. How do these abilities interact? JINWO has numbers. Thousands of immortal soldiers rushing Sukuna from every direction. But Sukuna's domain is perfect crowd control. Malevolent Shrine would turn that entire army into dust almost instantly. Thousands of bodies shredded in seconds. But shadows regenerate, so Sukuna would have to keep destroying them over and over, which drains time and focus. Meanwhile, JINWO is teleporting constantly, forcing Sukuna into close combat. Speed-wise, they're actually comparable. Both characters blitz top tiers casually, so this becomes less about speed, and more about durability and hacks. Can Sukuna's spatial slashes kill JINWO permanently? Maybe, but JINWO has insane regeneration too, and Monarch-level durability. And even if JINWO dies, the system and Monarch powers have shown ridiculous revival capabilities before. On the flip side, can JINWO kill Sukuna? Physically, yes, But Sukuna's cursed energy healing is absurd. Plus, domain expansion gives him constant offensive pressure. So the fight becomes chaos. City gone in minutes. Buildings erased. Flames everywhere. Shadows swarming. Reality slicing apart. Teleportation flashes every second. It wouldn't look like a fight. It would look like the apocalypse. But here's the deciding factor. Sukuna is strongest alone. JINWO gets stronger with numbers. The longer the battle goes, the worse it gets for Sukuna. Because every fallen enemy becomes another soldier. Every death feeds JINWO. Eventually, Sukuna is fighting not one opponent, but an entire immortal nation. And even the King of Curses has limits. JINWO doesn't. His stamina pool, army size, and scaling just keep growing. So after hours of non-stop fighting, after domains and flames and world-cutting slashes, Sukuna starts slowing down. And JINWO doesn't. That's when it ends. Teleport. Blade. Shadow extraction. And now even the King of Curses kneels as a soldier of the Shadow Monarch. Sung JINWO takes this. High difficulty, but inevitable. If you enjoyed this kind of cinematic breakdown, subscribe for more matchups and analyses.